Hello and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we have some folks with us from the Junior League local chapter, and they're going to tell us what they do and how they give back to the community. My guests are Leah Bourne, welcome, and Cathy Westphal.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you ladies, I'm sorry to say, I'm a little older, I'm not quite of your generation, don't fit the image of what I think of when I hear Junior League. I think of ladies in pearls and gloves and, you know, just a whole different vibe.
Sure. Well, now we have women of all different ages and all different backgrounds within our league, from young to older joining. And they're stay-at-home moms, they're working women. The league has definitely changed. We have so many different women who are working, financial folks, and any sort of background that you can think of now that really plays a part into the league as a whole and has really grown us.
I think, you know, some things have remained constant, which is the focus on the community and the giving back and helping, but it is, in my day, it was seen as a little bit exclusive, and you had to be invited and you had to be of a certain, you know, social status, or at least that was the impression on the outside. And you guys are just roll up the sleeves, let's go.
Absolutely. We want anybody and everybody that can join us in our efforts to help diversify the community and really support.
Yeah, I think our diversity is one of our strengths.
And diversity in age too, because before it really was junior meant something. You know, you started the junior league, then you went to the women's clubs, and now it is.
Right, anybody can join us now. So that's really nice.
Open invitation, come on down.
Okay. Okay, so why should I? Tell me, give me the pitch. What's the elevator speech on what is great about the Junior League?
Gonna go?
Okay, well, what we really do is we identify a need in the community, and then we bring it back to our membership, and our membership decides kind of really what they want to focus on. Because if there's a buy-in from the league on what they want to focus on into the community, then it gives more passion into what we can do and the ability that we're able to do out in the community. And so we're really able to, you know, find the need, and we do a lot of research and do a lot of efforts to see what kind of needs there really are in the community. And
what are you focused on right now, Leah? What are your causes?
We have a WISE initiative, and we're really focused on empowering women in the community, and by that means we're also impacting the children of those women. We have different initiatives to focus on providing educational opportunities for those that might be challenged in that area, as well as economic hardships. So for instance, we're providing GED sponsorships, because the GED is very expensive now.
Wow,
yes,
I didn't realize that.
it's about tripled its cost.
Yeah. So we have provided scholarships for those GED testings. We also provide programming in areas where women may face economic adversity on what we call soft skills, really teaching them about networking, professionalism, communication, things that employers today really value in their next prospective hire.
And that's a hard thing for people who haven't been in the workforce or the professional workforce to learn. It seems real basic to some of us about, you know, what you wear to a job interview, what you say, how to do a resume or fill out, you know, the forms. But if people don't know it, they get cut out right at the very beginning. Now, do you do those trainings yourself? Do you fund organizations that do them?
Currently, we do them ourselves. It's all about the power of what we can provide with our own trained volunteers.
Well, you know, that's what I was going to say. That's part of what you guys bring to the table is, and I know you have a diverse group, but some of you are very experienced professional women, and I happen to know Cathy's background is human resources. So who better, you know, to help people learn to present themselves than that HR insider and other people who've obviously been very good at putting themselves forward.
Absolutely. As our league has grown and more working women within the league, we have our working diverse women have been able to provide so many more resources all on our own, which is fantastic. So.
All right, so I kept cutting you off to ask more questions. So working on soft training skills for employment, GED skills, what other kinds of things?
We also reach out to our local teens. So we've worked with the Boys and Girls Club on bringing in those young girls that might need additional training on basically healthy living. We've done self-defense classes. We brought in the Peninsula Orchestra and had music enrichment. So a lot of great programming for at-risk youth as well.
That is awesome. I think, you know, I've seen a lot of initiatives focused on our young men, and clearly they are in crisis, and there needs to be that emphasis. But I think sometimes the girls are in that same low income and poverty and violence situation and need self-esteem and additional training and guidance on making better choices. They get trapped too.
Right. It's not just empowering the women of society, but also our teen girls.
Tomorrow's women, really.
Tomorrow's women, absolutely.
Okay, so how do you guys fund these efforts? Cathy, I'm going to turn back to you.
Sure. We do several fundraisers throughout the year. We have 2 large event fundraisers, and we have what we call our publications. We sell cookbooks. So,
you know, that's what, for years and years, that's what you guys were best known for. That Virginia Hospitality Cookbook was, I mean, every party, that's what you served out of.
Yes,
I mean,
Virginia Hospitality has been around for 40 years, and it is still going strong, still our #1 seller. Some people come to me still today saying, where can I find, you know, Virginia Hospitality? And we just, you know, have them readily available still. So that's been our #1. We also have our Very Virginia Cookbook, which was our second. And then we have our My Mama Made That.
I loved that one because it was like an updating of your sort of, like the classic Southern recipes were in the first one. And then you brought them into the modern age.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's kind of...
Has some funny quips.
Yeah, younger women are getting so much more into cooking and doing those types of things and putting a fun twist on it. So we have our publications, but our 2 larger events every year, we have a fall festival and a Touch a Truck event. So Touch a Truck is an event where it's a family event, so children can come.
I was going to say, very different audiences.
Yes, very different audiences. The Touch a Truck, we find partners that can provide vehicles, so folks that service the vehicles, that operate the vehicles. So it's an opportunity for kids to climb on the vehicles, drive the trucks,
pretend to drive,
talk to the operators. There's a horn hour at the end. That they're able to honk the horns, and it's so much fun. There's vendors there. There's a trackless train that goes around sometimes.
And that's fun. And I know the city of Hampton tends to participate, and you know we have dump trucks, fire trucks, police cars, all the public companies that have the big earth mover kinds of things. It's a great event. For kids.
We've even seen in the past. It hasn't happened every year, but we've seen in the past the tow-mater vehicle from Cars. So a lot of the kids like those character type things as well.
Well, and the big event is the takeoff and landing of the
helicopter.
Nightingale. Yes.
The Nightingales come,
Cool.
Yeah. So
and people stereotypically think boys like this, and I know my kids would have. They were fascinated by the forklift, at the store. But I think it's a chance to expose our girls too, and think they also have the same opportunities to be police and fire and dump truck drivers and all those sorts of things.
Right. I've taken my children every year that we've had the event, and they just love it every year. It seems to change a little bit, so it's never truly the same dynamic each year, and so it's really a lot of fun to go back every year.
Okay, so your other big event is not really for kids.
Adults.
Right, it's a fall festival. Each year we've done so far a craft beer festival in support of our mission to help educational financial resources in the community. But we have craft beers. Typically about 12 to 15 breweries come, anywhere from 25 to 30 different beers for sampling. And they're usually craft beers, so it's a lot of fun getting to know some of the smaller breweries locally as well as regionally.
There's so many now.
There are. It's gaining so much popularity.
St. George's is usually there, but Hampton's getting 2 more breweries. Really soon, and so maybe not by this year's festival, but maybe by next year. Richmond, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. I mean, there's just a lot of
It's
breweries in the region.
it's definitely
And
a
you had
growing
some
market.
from Northern Virginia,
For
and,
sure.
maybe a little bit up the East Coast last year.
Right. So every year at the event, we have games and contests and raffle prizes and live music.
I was going to say you had a great band last year. I
Yeah.
forget who it was, but I know I really enjoyed it.
They were really awesome. We're expecting some great things for this year's event as well, and hopefully in the future too. We've gained some great partnerships with the local music scene. So
Okay, and your location is moving this year.
it is. This year's location is at Peninsula Town Center. I'm not sure what the future will hold for the event, but it will be great and a great event this year.
Okay, that sounds like fun. So Cathy and her folks raise the money, and then you help spend it.
Right.
That's
So
simplification,
yes,
but-
the WISE initiative, Women's Initiative for Success and Empowerment, and all of our programming goes directly towards women and children that can benefit, that are facing possible economic or educational uncertainty. So lots of great programming coming from the community sector, which is fully supported by what Cathy does in the fundraising.
Well, so let me ask you a personal question of each of you. What made you join the Junior League, and why has it been a good thing for you personally? I'm going to start with you, Leah.
I was new to the area. I grew up in the area but moved away and wanted to reconnect with other women in the area, but I wanted it to be purposeful and I wanted to give back. Obviously, it's a town that I love, a community I love, and I just I met someone and found out that this was a great way to not only network and meet other like-minded women, but have a chance to use my time and energy and resources towards something that truly benefits the community I live in.
Absolutely. Same thing. After college, I came back to the area, and I really just wanted to get back involved. I had been highly involved back in high school and college, and wanted to find an adult way to get involved into the community. And so, just a couple years after college, I met someone who was in the league, and so they kind of talked me into it. And it was a great way to get involved and meet other women, and it's been fantastic to see what all this group of women can do together in the community. It's been fantastic. They amaze me every day.
It's really good because you hear a lot about, the baby boomers were sort of the me generation, and I think that newer generations really are thinking about purpose and giving back, but with limited time, because almost everybody's in the workforce now. You have to have your social, your community, everything kind of all in one place.
Sure.
To maximize your time and your efforts.
Absolutely. It is so much fun. I love it. We have so many social aspects that we do too that makes it better because we get to know each other on a personal basis, which means we get to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we can capitalize those, for what we can do in the community.
And certainly time management is a large portion of it because so many of us are working mothers or stay-at-home mothers with other obligations. And one of the benefits of the league is that we're supported by the overall International League, which offers a lot of additional training opportunities on topics like managing your time or even larger, broader issues that can affect your life both professionally and personally.
So there's definitely, in addition to the community component, a personal growth component and friendship and networking.
Sure. That's part of our mission, is to be trained volunteers, and so we try to train each other using whatever resources that we can. So it's neat.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, thank you. Thank you both for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
And thank you for watching. I hope if you are a woman looking for purpose, community, friendship, and training and growth, you will consider the Junior League. And don't forget, there are two major fundraisers a year, Touch a Truck in the spring and the Fall Craft Beer Festival. Thanks for watching.